Good morning, my little angels. Welcoming you all today, the 22nd of February, Tuesday, 2022. Hope you are all hale and hearty and keeping fine. In my first recitation, I recited two rhymes and rhythms, that is the poem God's Abode and Good Habits. Why I have mentioned as a God's Abode? Because this globe, to me, the beautiful earth, the fantastic fantasy of this beautiful globe. So this globe is my home. I'm born here, and uncomparable. So here I should make a habit, and that's a good habit. So that is very important. And the second program that I have already narrated, the rhymes and rhythms, where it was "Oh Baby for You" I sing, and the book binder. So, my dear kids, listen please. You listen please. What is that? This globe is my God's abode. It's my abode and my God's abode. We are all here enjoying our life with the full nature, the ecstasy of the nature, the fantastic fantasy of the nature, and we call the nature as an omnipotent. That means our nature creates automatically. We are not doing anything. We are not doing anything. All the forest, all the plants, all the creatures, all the animals, everything. Man is not doing anything. Man is not doing anything. It's all in the nature. So we call it as an omnipotent, omniscient. It creates automatically. Man is not doing anything. Rather, man, the human, is a dependent on the nature, on the animals, on the plants. Because we eat food, all the veg, it comes from the nature. And all the other non-veg, non-vegetarian, that is all coming from the animal body. So human is always consuming. It's not creating anything. Man is not creating anything. He's only enjoying the gift of the nature. This beautiful, the green and the blue ocean, the green rainforest, the green grassy land, and the blue ocean. So today's the rhymes, today's the poem that I want to tell you, I want to decide before you, is that the conception, the concept of biggest and smallest. Biggest and smallest. So big can be how much big? The smallest one can be how much small? This concept, this idea, this thought process. So, if I tell you two words, one is elephant and another is ant. How much big elephant? You very well know it. You very well know it. And in the spelling, E-L-E-P-H, if you remove these alphabets, then it remains A-N-T. E-L-E-P-H-A-N-T. So E-L-E-P-H, you remove these 5 alphabets, the rest is A-N-T. So elephant to ant. So biggest and smallest, every now and then we see. Elephant, we can go to the zoo. You can see the Animal Planet, you can see the discoveries, you can see the discoveries, etc. The channel of the television channel. animal planet, etc. So every time you can see it. So elephant is a very big animal on earth now, and the ant also is a very small creature that we can see. So biggest and smallest. Now actually when I wrote this poem, I wrote it, I will recite it to you, but before that I will give you some example. Now suppose this is the moon and this is the earth. Compare. Moon is smaller than the earth. Moon is smaller than the earth. Now if I think of how many moon can be put inside the earth, this globe, it's a question that comes in my mind. Or the other planets, the huge planet, the biggest planet, that is the Jupiter. So the Jupiter is the biggest planet of the solar system. So how many Earth can be put inside the Jupiter? It's a question, it's a thought process. Now, so far as I remember from my general knowledge, that I think some 28 to 30 moon can be put inside the Earth or this globe. So this much is high, bigger. Moon our globe is bigger. How many times? The 28 to 30 moon can be put inside the this globe or Earth. Similarly, if I say how many globe or this Earth can be put inside the Jupiter planet, that figure comes to 600 nearby, plus minus, some 583 or 587 or something like that. So these many Earth can be put inside the Jupiter planet. If I mathematically calculate, the scientists have calculated it and all that. So that is the thing. So now here I will recite my poem to make you understand, as I have told you so far, as I have narrated you so far, the big can be how much big, small can be how much small. So here is the poem from my book, you can see the biggest and smallest. You see biggest, how much big can it be, biggest is how much big and smallest is how much small. Biggest is how much big, smallest is how much small. So this is the poem that I want to tell you today, what I have written in 1997. Now, what I have written is that in a bit of a scientific way. There's some words, some terms you may not be knowing it, but I will try to explain you, because you have to learn many things. You have to learn it. Otherwise, how can you compete in your earthly life, in your day-to-day life, if you are not knowing the some terms, some terminology about the science and technology. Now here what I have written, the biggest is how much big, conception of black hole that exists. You know what is black and you know what is hole. So black hole is a concept in the universe. If you go beyond the solar system, in our solar system we know it very well that sun and other planets, some 10 planets, are revolving around the sun, and Jupiter is the biggest of all the planets, and Pluto is the furthest point, that it elliptical, in an elliptical geographical, it is going round. It's not exactly round, but in an elliptical form, elliptical, like that of egg. If you consider the egg and go inside the center, then you will find that in one axis is the smaller, the other side is the bigger, left and right. So that is the concept. That's called elliptical size. So biggest is how much big, conception of black hole that exists. just in its heart, that's a black hole is the beyond the universe. Scientists, the physicists, they have come across these sorts of, what I should say, existence. So, the creation of this universe, what is that universe? That sun is a part of the universe. Sun has got its own planets, some 10 planets. So, sun, 10 planets is a part of the universe. And that universe, if you think of continuing further, furthest and all that, millions of, the scale is the light years, it is called the speed of light. The speed of light, per second, it is 1,85,000 miles per second. That comes to nearly 3 lakhs of kilometers. 3 lakhs of kilometers. So beyond the solar system, as it goes on and goes on, the light, hundreds of million or hundred of light years, etc. That is the universe, total universe, and in that scientists have come out to find out the black hole. So in the center of the black hole, just in its heart, engulfs, it can gobble, a million stars, as I have written it. At the center of Milky Way, black hole exists. So from elephant and our globe, moon, and then our globe, then our sun, then the Jupiter is the biggest planet, then beyond the solar system, we find, or the scientists have found out, the universe. And as you proceed in light years speed, you will, you can find out, or you can get the totality of the universe. It is such big, which we cannot think of in general sense of the term. So I have written, biggest is how much big, conception of black hole that exists, just in its heart, engulfs millions stars. At the center of Milky Way, black hole exists. Smallest is how much small, that's the state of the earth of atomic nucleus. The material that we know, that's the physical characteristics, the chemical characteristics, and it has got its electronic characteristics also of, say, iron, of gold, of any metal, copper, silver, as you know, as we have seen in our day-to-day life. So, that is the state of the earth of the atomic nucleus, centers the neutrons and protons, moves equal numbers of electrons in its periphery. Who knows more about all these things, all the science and technology? It is the nuclear physicist, it is the physicist or the molecular biologist who can understand this system of our animal planets, animal, kingdom, animals, plants, human, all these things, So, who knows more about all these things? The nuclear physicist or the molecular biologist, as and when his invention hits. He has to invent it, he has to find it out. So, would you like to ask more about this? Would you ask more questions about all these things? Advice to wider research. You have to be a big researcher. Result to seek. Then only you'll find out result. If you are a technician, if you are an engineer, if you are a physicist, then only you will be able to find out the proper answer of it. But if it is asked about the human nature, what will be the answer? The human nature, what will be the answer? What will be the answer? This differs in every individual. I am some type of person, you are some type of person, he is some type of person. So it is like that. Who knows more about the human behavior, should point out to the psychologist, or the God, the ubiquitous, who knows everything, but the latter is very little known to physicists. And what is ubiquitarian? Ubiquitarian is, the God exists everywhere in this world. Today, my time is over. I'll meet you again. Till then, goodbye. Namaskar, my little angels worldwide. Thank you for listening.